Get them likes up. Get them up. Here comes the dragon. And welcome to Spitting Fire to all the new subs. When you hear this, this is the dragon coming. I hope you guys welcome the new ones in, Fire Flames. Welcome the new ones in. Get the fire flames up and the lights. Come on. Here comes the dragon. This is going to be a different dragon. It's going to be a teachable one. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. The Fire Flames know what that means when they hear that song. That means the dragon is coming. But this is going to be a different type of dragon, people. We have a whole new sector over here now. I don't know what's happening, but since I visit the Kwame Brown's channel over there, just to bring awareness, yeah, tough love. Wanted to show me some tough love. And so I did sub to him. He had some things to say. So let's listen to what Tough Love had to say before I let him go. I let him know. Okay, let's listen to him. And then the mods, we got some people coming up in here. If I got some mods in here, if not, I will make some mods right now. Okay, Dom K, you got a one. Shakira Muhammad, you got a mod or whatever. We got some people that's coming up in here, my mods or whatnot. It may take a minute for them to come, but yeah, Bossa Queenie is here. Okay, the mods is here. I made some to give you some help because you digging me. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Let me see. I got to make sure I did the right person. You digging me? I made you one too because it's more people and I wanted to make sure that the people coming in. So a lot of people are mad because I said free Kelly, okay, and over there. So there were a lot of people who liked it, but then there were a lot of people who don't. And I'm going to school you. You know what I mean? This is going to be a schooling dragon because we have to teach them what it is that we know and what we were fighting for the past 2.5, 3 years. They do not know. So welcome all new subs. Before I get into the dragon, I would like to definitely shout out, okay, Shantastic, okay, Shantastic, Devanito. If I say your name wrong, I'm sorry. Dom K, Tawana, Stephanie, Carrera, okay, Leisha, okay, Tandra, Terrence, Shannon, Grand Jurist, Shakira, Ivan, all right, Bird, you digging me, all right, APZ, that's right, Nikenya, thank you, Terrence, thank you for coming in, Pamela, okay, put it on the table, Shannon, Tanya, all right, you digging me? EEE Mag, thank you, welcome. Bird, Miss La Lady, Malcolm, okay, welcome. Welcome to Spitting Fire, all right? Welcome to Spitting Fire. And for those of you who are trolling over here, you don't want to really come over here to the dragon. You will get burned up over here, okay? Boss Queenie, thank you for coming in. Dom K, thank you. Thank you for accepting the wrench. Money Boy, thank you. Lawanda, okay, thank you. Welcome over here. Joy Chit Chat, all right. Erica, Best of Birth Worlds, thank you. Thank you, thank you. So many new people. Oh my goodness, it's so many. If I miss your name, please charge it to the game and not my heart. All right, Star Child. Thank you, thank you, thank you for coming in. Groovy, Champel. All right, Sherry, Justice, Groovy, Okay, in guy. I know NGA. Well, I'm sorry if I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry. Shaniqua. Okay. Hey, hi, welcome. Sherry. All right, Cool Breeze. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're gonna get started here, okay? We're gonna get started here. But first, before I get started here, Sandra, how you doing? Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And if I hadn't said your name, like I said, charge it to the game and not my heart, Renee. But I would definitely stop periodically and acknowledge some more people as they come on in. But this is what we're going to address and who we're going to address. For those of you who, the Fire Flames, there's a new sector that's over here now. And they want some smoke from Spitting-Fire, but it's in a respectful way. I think it's in a respectful way. I don't think it's disrespectful how it's being over here in this one sector, okay? So I am happy to be branched off into a whole different sector. Finally, okay? Finally. So I got a little bit of a debate with a whole nother sector, which is good, That's good because now we're bringing awareness. And we got some teaching to do, Fire Flames. This is more like a teaching dragon. Everything don't have to be name calling because we want everybody to know that we are some intelligent Black people too. You know what I mean? I can cuss you out without saying cuss words, okay? Believe it or not. Yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Yes, I can. All right. So Miss Fat, welcome to come over here. Okay, welcome, welcome, welcome. So I'm going to play this. Okay, let me know and give me thumbs up if you guys can hear. I'm gonna turn it all the way up, but I'm going to play my man, and then we're going to get started. So you would know exactly what I'm rebutting to. Okay, I'm giving a rebuttal to him because he tagged me. He tagged me, so I'm going to give him a rebuttal.
First of all, and Bill Cosby situation is two totally different situations. The R. Kelly and Bill Cosby situation.
Can you guys hear?
Totally different situation. Of course, there are a lot of people that say, lock them up and throw away the key. Get rid of them. We don't need them. We don't care what Bill Cosby done. We don't care what R. Kelly's done. Throw away the key. Okay. Then we got those people, of course, that are sympathetic, that are empathetic, that say, you know what, they've been in jail long enough, let them go. Recently, we know that Bill Cosby has been released. So I'm going to talk about the Bill Cosby situation, and I'm going to talk about the R. Kelly situation. I tagged a couple people because I want to see their responses. So here's the thought process, y'all. Here's the thought process, right? It is amazing to me when it comes to taking accountability for actions, how, depending on who you are, depends on how much accountability we don't allow you to accept. It's amazing because you gotta imagine for those girls, for those young ladies that were sexually assaulted or abused or whatever verbiage you want to use, right? By R. Kelly. Their parents don't want R. Kelly to get out. All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully y'all can understand where I'm going with this. But for the people that have been abused by older people, especially growing up, whether you were males or females, okay, because we don't do a lot of talking when it comes to, young boys that have been molested. Rodney, what's up, man? We don't do a lot of talking about that, but we're going to get into some of that down the road. Let's just stick to the topic. The topic is R. Kelly. Now, here's my thought process. A lot of people saying, free R. Kelly, free R. Kelly. And I'm thinking like if R. Kelly slept with one of my underage daughters, right? Would I want R. Kelly to be free? Hell no. I would not want R. Kelly to be free. And I would be appalled at the people that say free R. Kelly. Are we freeing R. Kelly because he made some good music? Are we freeing R. Kelly because he's a good person? Are we freeing R. Kelly because he's a humanitarian, a magnificent entrepreneur, a great father? Why are we freeing R. Kelly? And then I go back and I think about this as well. Think about all the people who are in jail but didn't have good lawyers, so they're doing time. There's no rhetoric or no narrative promoting loudly for them. Now, we do know that there are some people, some people that's leading the charge, trying to free people who have been wrongfully accused and locked up. We know that. But it's interesting that there's so many people saying free R. Kelly, and I'm scratching my head because I'm just like, well, if you sleep with underage children, you play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. So if I was the
okay, basically he just going on and on and on about that, and he tagged me. Let me fix this microphone for a minute, you guys. Okay, can you guys hear me? Please let me know if you can hear me, because I can hear myself with an echo. Okay. So, okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, so Tough. You tagged me and you want to know. And these are the type, first of all, I want to say this. This is not a hate debate between me and this young man. As a matter of fact, when he came at me, he said, I want all the smoke. And he did it real respectful. You know what I mean? So this is not a dragging of a disrespect. This is a I'm going to tell you and teach you type of dragging. Okay. And it's go back and forth, because this is how you get respect dialogue. Is to have these difference of opinions and to have these debates, if you want to call them difference of opinion, discussions or whatever. And you have to be respectful when you're doing it. So this, for the first time, I'm so happy to actually have a difference of opinion without being called out my name. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, even in the chat, somebody came in calling me out my name and my mind had to block them. When you have difference of opinion, we don't always have to call somebody out our name because they see things differently, or you don't even give them a chance to respond to see why they feel the way they feel. We've known this with the ops, okay, in this sector. When I first came out, I did not call no names. We didn't. We were just advocating, and they just start calling us names and everything. So we know exactly all too well. Thank you for the super chat. We know it all too well what that means, okay? So first of all, Tough, I want to explain to you a little bit more about me. I am here to sit up there and bring awareness to men's rights, okay? That's what I came on here to do. And I am a heavy donor of the Innocent Project. I have advocated for workers' rights first, okay, here in the city of Detroit with the union. I have did a whole lot of things. So when I was called, okay, when I was called to sit up there and profit and do this, I did not want to do it. It just was on my heart or whatever. Now, I too looked at the documentary, okay, just as well as you did. And I too remember the rumors that were going on with R. Kelly just as well as you did. We all did. And when I first saw the documentary, I was like, ooh, he's a monster. Ooh. I didn't think he was a monster in the terms of going to jail, but I thought he was a monster of the manipulating, women. So then I looked at the documentary again, Tough. I looked at the documentary again. I'm sorry, you guys, I'm by my window and it's summertime and cars running in and out. My basement is under renovations where it's more soundproof. So please bear with me, okay? So I saw the documentary again and I realized this don't sound right. This does not sound right. Now, you were right about one thing when you said the parents need to be locked up too, but that's not happening. Okay, I've said that in 2019. I've been saying that in 2020. Honey, child, I'm saying that here in 2021. But that is not happening. Okay, so it goes to a point of not just, R. Kelly sleeping with underage girls. First of all, we have to define what is underage, okay? Because in every state, there's a different age of consent. You understand what I'm saying? There's a different age of consent. And if you are at age of consent, you can consent under the age of 18 up to 5 years, you're senior. So that means that person can be over 5 years older than you in some states. Some states don't even have stipulations. You just go be at that age of consent and older. You understand? So those are the things that we have to understand. But in the R. Kelly situation, we have to really get into detail about some things, because things as we as bloggers have uncovered and things that have came out, the one thing about social media is that people can't shut up. Not even the accusers. They cannot shut up. But the problem with us and people that think like you, that say, okay, well, what if it was my daughter? Well, I want R. Kelly to sit up there and sleep with my daughter. Well, I want this to sleep with my daughter. And most men say that when we talk about R. Kelly. But first of all, you have to ask yourself, are there underage women in this claim? And then they're saying, well, they were underage when they slept with R. Kelly. First of all, okay, the one that claimed to be underage, and it's only one, so you have to make sure you not think at the surface level, tough, because I'm not a surface level thinker over here, but I'm gonna show you not to be a surface level thinker, and you gotta have cultural obligation. Cultural obligation is not siding with someone because they're Black. It's knowing when and when not to side with someone because they're Black. See, it goes both ways. It's a blade that cuts both ways. But before I give you this teaching, okay, I want you to be able to be open-minded, okay, because I'm hearing and I'm only rebutting what you said. So you said you would want R. Kelly to be sleeping with your underage daughter. Okay, that's what you said. You said you wouldn't want R. Kelly to be sleeping with your underage daughter. Nobody would want R. Kelly or any other man to be sleeping with their underage daughter. Nobody and no good parent will want their underage child, whether it's a girl or a boy, to be sexually active. But in reality, that's not true. Okay, so we have to ask ourselves and be more realistic. When were we active? Was we active? Is in reality, do teenagers have babies every day on all these situations? Do we need someone having another baby of a child that they can't take care of, that we end up having to take care of, and then the child become another product of the environment into which they were raised, which means a lot of high drugs, a lot of crime, fatherless, in and out of jail, lack of teaching. Do we need all of this? And then you have an increase in abortions and things of that nature. So these are the things that we don't want. So when it comes to underage, we have to ask ourselves, because when they say, okay, these underage girls, well, here's the thing. I have a daughter, okay? And my daughter, if my daughter was underage, okay, and she was active, my daughter's nothing like me. When I was young and underage, I liked older men. Okay, so I'm going to give you a little bit about myself. I liked older men, and I know how mature I was, and I know how manipulative I was. And I'm going to tell the whole world I was the aggressor, because he was scared to talk to me because I was too young, and I spit game on him. And that relationship lasted 10 years. Yes, it did. So we cannot do that. But see, the problem with us is we are hypocritical in society. And even that comment you made, what I wanted, here's what the law says. See, what Spitting Fire goes after, I go after the law. I don't go after what I feel. I don't go after what I believe. I don't go after all these things, because we all believe the same thing if we're parents. Now, here's what the law does. The law says if your underage daughter go out and kill and rob somebody, they don't try them as a juvenile. They try them as an adult. Did you hear what I said? They do not try your underage daughter. If she goes out and commit a crime, they try her as an adult. They don't try her as a juvenile. But then we turn around and say that she can't consent to sex as a juvenile. This is the very same government that does this to your daughter, okay, and your sons. And we know that in the inner city at 13, 14, 15, they have been committing crimes at a high rate. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Because I hope you get it. Because that very law that's sitting up there trying to sit up there and convict your kid, your son or your daughter for committing a crime, they will charge their ass as an adult. But then when it comes to sex, we say that they can't have sex or they can't consent. So this is the hypocritical stuff. I'm not saying that I justify it, but I'm saying the hypocrisy in our laws is what I'm speaking of. And if the law is not just, then how can we hold any man just? How can the law break the law to sit up there and convict people, particularly people that look like us, is what I'm telling you. So it's not anything about, I want R. Kelly to sleep with my underage daughter. Now, it's real interesting that you said something about the parents, because I definitely agree with you there. I have been saying that for quite some time, that why the parents are not arrested. So let me tell you something. And please, you guys, please don't think that I am a groupie. I'm a middle-aged woman. I'm close to R. Kelly's age. I am a fan of New Edition. I was not even an R. Kelly fan. Okay. And R. Kelly and Bill Cosby are not different. They were both charged with sexual mishap crimes. It doesn't matter if it was underage or women or whatever. The fact is they was charged and they was convicted or charged and detained as being a sexual predator. You understand what I'm coming from? Okay, because we're not going to differentiate between a 14, 15-year-old to a grown woman. You know what I mean? Sexual assault is sexual assault. And what we want to do is want to protect everyone. Girl, woman, boy, man, everyone. I hope that's what you get, because I'm not promoting. I'm not sitting up there saying free R. Kelly because he has good music. There's many other people who have good music. But what I noticed, there's a lot of our men that are famous. Okay. Now it's our responsibility to have our kids look up to us. We are our kids' first example. But if my child is good at music, if my child is good at playing sports and things that I am not good at, even though I can be a good example for them, but if I'm not good at these things that my child good to, then who are they going to look to for inspiration if all of the ones that are great is they telling us they're rapists? R. Kelly he's a legend, an R&B legend, okay? He is not going around in a van lurking at young girls and pulling them in the van. A man of that stature, not only will he be noticed, not only does he have to walk around with bodyguards even before these cases happen, but the simple fact is he's a superstar. They want you to believe that he was actually like snatching little girls up. They want you to believe that he was holding them hostages. Where are the hostages? It's been 2.5 years and the government told you they had hostages. The government told you that they did a welfare check before the arrest even came. But see, you didn't know this because you didn't follow it like we did over here at Team Kels. And this Kels sector, we know exactly what we're talking about. When we came over there with the Kwame sector, we came strong. This is why I mentioned some other channels. And there are many other channels that talks about R. Kelly too, that are very strong and powerful. You got the Black CEO Media. You got all these other different platforms that speak on it, okay? You got all these different ones. You got Talking Loud with Keish T. Everyone, okay, that actually investigated this found out that this is some BS. So when you have a man that you think that they used a rumor that was going on 25 years ago to take him down at the height of what he was asking for his masters. At the height of that. You understand what I'm saying? Now, we lost Michael Jackson. We lost Prince. We lost all these greats before they even reached the age of 60. Because they've been in the game so long that when they get in this 30-year mark, that's when they kind of want their masters, and that's when they kind of mysteriously die. And if you have any mishap that the big agencies know of, they hold on to that to sit up there and use it as a weapon. So they knew that R. Kelly was charged or accused of liking underage girls. Now, I'm not saying that the girls that he date are not young, but the ones that we researched were of age. I can't see this man going through a trial before to continue to do it in his career to only get charged again. He didn't never think that he was above the law. There's a concert where him holding up a sign saying, you must be 18. To come up on this stage, you must be 18. We can't ignore what we see because the media told us to do it. The media feeding you to tell you that this man is a rapist. Bill Cosby is so happen to be a rapist. All these greats so happen to be a rapist. And your football team, if they don't give them what they want, or if they don't sign a contract they want, next thing you know, they got some women on the side ready to charge them with rape. Why? Because they know the one thing that black men like to do is have sex. He ain't gonna never stop having sex. he ain't gonna never stop having sex, okay? Another thing is the law. Let me teach you about the law. The law started with rape. That a black man, a Negro man at the time, a Negro slave man, will rape a white woman when it comes to passing what we're going to legalize in drugs. So in other words, if I'm not clear, if back in the day, in the 1700s, 1800s, when our ancestors were slaves, they say, oh, we can't pass this drug because if the Negroes get a hold to it, they'll rape a white woman. They ain't worried about raping a black woman because we didn't have rights. We can't do this because a Negro may get a hold to it and he may take a white woman with him. The rape allegations, when it comes to our black men, particularly celebrities, stems from that narrative from many years ago. See, I've often tell people, when you plant a seed, it's always there until you uproot it. In other words, and I need you to hear me here. In other words, we have these laws and all we do is amend them. All we do is amend them. We don't change, we don't stop it. We don't get rid of it. We do amending. Because if we do get rid of the seed, then the amendments would need it. In other words, if you get rid of the seed of a tree, you would need to trim it because it ain't no tree anymore. You get what I'm saying? So they still have that seed of a Negro man will be a rapist from way back in the day. And all they did was mend them trees. All they did was trim them. That's all they did. And with the law, it's called amendment. I'm spitting fire on you right now. I hope you know it. But let me teach you something else. I've often just told you that if the law is not just, they can't hold a man just. When you spoke to me and you tagged me, you were speaking strictly on emotion, but not the law. The law is what overturned Bill Cosby. Now, the constitutional right and your due process says you have a right to life and liberty. If you don't know what that means you have a right to make a living. You have a right to live your life, okay? You have a right to earn a living. You have a right to earn money. You have a right to have a home. You have a right to have a house. You have these rights to do these things. That's what due process means. That's what life and liberty mean. You have a right to these things. Okay? But before R. Kelly was arrested, they took away his life and liberty. If you don't believe me, ask me R. Kelly. They would tell you themselves. They went around to all these venues. No girl had accused R. Kelly of anything as of yet. No girl has said anything as of yet. No girl has even came forward as of yet. And I'm talking post 2008 trial. They went to all these venues to stop him from making the money, to cancel his concerts. That's a violation of his due process and constitutional right, and the government bagged them up on it. That is an overturn waiting to happen. You watch what I tell you. But not only that, young man, see, you're thinking about what you would do if it was your daughter. Well, let me tell you something. I'm somebody's daughter too, and guess what? Guess what you men have to understand? Most of the time, we don't wait till we marry. Did you hear what I said? I said most of the time, we don't wait till we marry. And you're a handsome man, so I'm quite sure your daughters are handsome. Well, beautiful, not handsome. I'm sorry. I'm quite sure they're beautiful. And they're going to like somebody. They're going to like somebody. and somebody go like them. This is why we teach our kids about the birds and the bees, you know. This is why we do this stuff. Because we know that what they're trying to do. And then you have to understand and you have to ask yourself about these agendas, what politics that's going on. Believe women. Just so happen when it's the Me Too era, he's just so happy to be a rapist. But let me tell you something now. Hold it tough, because you came at spitting fire here, so I'm spitting some fire on you, baby. And I'm spitting it into you in a way which you can understand. You see, that's what I do. So I'm not naive or a fan or a groupie. Too old for that, baby, regardless of who it is. But I'm going to tell you this. When it comes to the Me Too Time's Up movement, just so happened Weinstein, Bill Cosby, R. Kelly, powerful men. Now, R. Kelly, sex symbol, handsome, nice looking, tall. And he's supposed to be sleeping with underage girls, right? He's a sexual predator, right? Well, first of all, everyone that's in the charges are not underage. It's only one. I think, yeah, it's only one that's underage, I believe. Maybe one or two, no more than that, is underage. The other women are of age. That's what some of you don't know. The government and the media got you thinking that they 14 and 15 years old. That's the first thing first. Okay? That's the first thing first. And before I get to the underage part and the Leah and all that kind of stuff, because I know that's probably where you go, but I'm going to strike all this down. I'm going to clear all this up for you, baby. I'm going to clear all this up. So we have laws put in place to protect our children. And the government says that they want to crack down on trafficking. Okay? But before I get there, we still don't know where the hostage is at. Remember Lifetime told you there were some hostages and buckets like the movie Taken? They got that shit off the movie Taken. They sold that shit to the media and y'all fell for it. Yeah. They did a welfare check. There was no buckets. There was no beds in the rooms. There was no cameras or no one seeing these girls with baggy clothes in on the bus and held hostage. The girls on Mute R. Kelly, I need y'all to go back and watch that Mute R. Kelly. That's y'all assignment. For those of you who think I don't know what I'm talking about, go back and read that shit and listen to it again, because when you do the second or third time, it's going to resonate what I'm saying. Like, damn, that's some garbage. Okay? Because this going to probably be a long-ass teaching dragon. Okay? I'm a teaching spitting fire. So we goes back to the Mute R. Kelly, and there is no hostages, as they said. And R. Kelly been doing music for almost close to more than 30 years. You mean to tell me Harvey Weinstein had 40, 50 women? Bill Cosby, they even got 30, 40 women, 20 women or something. Out of the handsomest one out of them three, only 6 accusers and one of them underage? 6. And it was from the last trial. Did you hear what I said? 6. You mean to tell me as freaky as he said he was, as nasty as and seductive as his music is, y'all only came up with 6 motherfuckers? Bill Cosby had more goddamn accusers than that. Harvey Weinstein, ugly ass, had more accusers than that. This motherfucker been in the game just as long as them and only had 6. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Get them fire flames up, because I gotta teach somebody some things. I gotta teach the new people that's over here, you guys. I gotta teach them something, because they think they know this. They think that we are just sitting up there chanting free R. Kelly because we fans. No, we're talking about the injustice of this, baby. We're not talking about how we feel. Because if he was guilty of something, he should be in jail. But there's a whole lot of stuff that's going on. Oh, this is going to be a teaching lesson. I'm hoping there ain't going to be a part 2 to this. Now, we're sitting up here having a teaching moment. Okay? We're having a teaching moment because I do often advocate for men who don't have lawyers. This is why you have to look on my community post. You will see the Innocent Project all right there. I'm ahead of you, bruh. So let's just teach us some things. Because I like to embrace my people when we having some cultural obligation moment. When we don't think at the surface level. Not Team Kels. No. We don't think at the surface level over here. We think deeper or we think over, but we never think at the surface level because we don't let the media tell us what they want us to know. We dig and search what we need to find out and see if it match up. And if it don't, we mad. That's what you should be. You should be mad, bruh. Okay? Because you should not only look at it as if it was your daughter, it could have been you. Have you thought of that? You a handsome man. From what I see, you a handsome man. Do you want somebody 20, 30 years coming back saying you raped them? As soon as you scratched off that lottery ticket and you hit it for 20 and 30 million, I ain't think so. Okay? This is why you got me advocating for men's rights, because y'all need a woman to fight women who trying to take y'all down for y'all, because y'all got this soft spot that your daughters ain't gonna fuck one day. And guess what? You got your daughters because you fucked somebody's daughter. You did. I promise you, it was a woman that gave birth to them. Anyway, so let's get back on it, okay? So then we sit up here and we know that we talk about the underage girls. Let's talk about some underage girls that claim R. Kelly did something to them, okay? Let's talk about them and their parents for a minute. You newbies, come on in here so I can teach y'all some things. Okay, because when that's time somebody say R. Kelly is a rapist, he's a pedophile, he is, you need to reiterate what I'm teaching you today. You need to keep this video. It's a lot to take in at once. I know. It's a lot, ain't it? So you make sure you keep this link. You save it in your phone. So when somebody says something about R. Kelly, Bill Cosby, and all these other ones being predators, you show them this video. And you show them and tell them to go back and look at Surviving R. Kelly. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get on the young women, oh my God, it's so much. Before I get on the young women, let's talk about Surviving R. Kelly for a minute. Okay, I got an initiative going on that I am going to introduce, okay? And I will put the flyer up. I want every blogger to put the flyer up every single day that they do commentary in Teen Kills. Every single day. Every single day, okay? Because we got Charlamagne the God, and you want to know why did he has anything to do with it? Oh, he has a lot to do with it because he talked about Bill Cosby and R. Kelly being a predator himself. And he pled guilty to a lesser charge. You know, the thing that Kwame called him, lesser charge. That means he had multiple charges. And because her mother didn't want her daughter to be humiliated on the stand and cross-examination and beat up, and she was already emotionally traumatized, she made the decision to just pull it. But she did what she was supposed to. See, this is why I believe she is a real victim. I don't believe these victims, because these victims went to award shows. These victims went to award shows with necklines and busts coming out. These ones, victims said, oh, yeah, he gonna give me my money now because he in jail. He gonna give me my money, run me my money. This is what your victims that you talk about underage girls was talking on social media on their account. Didn't know that, did you? Yep. Let Team Kels teach us something, baby. Sit back, have a coat, be quiet, Y'all newbies, do the same thing. Because we teaching y'all something over here while y'all over here with the Teen Kale sector. That's right. Let's get down to it. So not only, not only did these girls sit up here and do that, they did so much. They were failed by their parents. They were. And it was long before R. Kelly came along. Did you know that one of the girls, who's his girlfriend, turned victim? Yeah, she tried to commit suicide. Not over R. Kelly, over a guy that was her age. Uh-oh. Ooh. Y'all didn't know that? All 350,000 Kwame followers and stuff out there. Y'all didn't know that? Tasha K, million subscribers. Y'all didn't know that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, she tried to commit suicide over somebody that was her age before she met R. Kelly. And you don't do that unless you're getting a dingo already. Ooh. Did I spit some fire on them? Oh, I'm not sitting up there victim shaming. I'm letting you know what's going on. Because there are real victims out there. And like I said, I believe Jessica Reed is a victim because she not only after the assault happened, went to get medical attention, the police was called, investigation was done, and they determined that there was trauma. It's public record, South Carolina records. That is what victims do. That's what they do. They don't leave and come back. They tell you on a docuseries, oh yeah, he held me hostage. Then I had to go home and feed my kids, and then I came back. But the media overshone those words and told you they were hostage. Like, what? Wait a minute. Wait. You got kids at home. How did you stay with him 3 weeks? That's what one of the accusers said. She stayed with him we was dating for 2 years. Found out she was dating somebody close to him, not him exactly, but she decided to ride the wave. Okay, this one of the accusers. She not underage, for the record. She comes to a award show showing all her goodies. All her goodies. Mm-hmm. That's the image she want young girls to see. You see. Taking a victim's narrative to get their support is something I do not support. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't like victims for profit. Come to find out, this person has a criminal background, kicked out the military. There's an audio with her daughter talking to her ex, talking about how her mama lying. She playing the wave. She getting all this money. Did you know that? Did y'all know that out there? Mm-hmm. Mainstream media ain't telling you that because they want him. Because he's worth $1 billion. Hell, 950 million to almost $1 billion. I would spend 50 million to save 900 million to set a motherfucker up if I had to. You don't think that's what they're doing? You think that they want to get this man his masters? Do you really think that? Do you think that all of a sudden all these men are rapists now? Your Deshaun Watsons and your Cuba Gooding Juniors and all these men are rapists. Not saying that they not. But look how many men they charged with rape. Look at Mike Tyson and Tupac. Tupac wasn't even there. His entourage did it, but they charged him because he was the golden goose. No. If you did something to me, I want your ass charged. How come we don't hold grown folks accountable? How you gonna put this man in jail for what his entourage done like his entourage are not grown people? You want to take down everything that Black people have worked hard to get out the gutter because they want you in line. See, if you got a criminal record on you, we can keep you in line, nigga. That's what they think of you. If we got you, we can keep you in line, because all we got to do is say somebody else said that you raped, and because you was convicted of the shit, we got a hold on you. See, you can't think at the surface level with this shit. You got to think it. So then let's talk about this goddamn tape. I'm sick of this motherfucking tape. I'm so sick of this goddamn tape, I don't know what the hell to do. Okay? Where y'all at? Oh, did we run them away? Oh, we ran them away. Am I talking that real shit for them? Let me talk this real shit for you. Okay? So, we sitting up here, have this sex tape. They said he obstructed justice. That's a charge. So he got all these charges. Obstruction of justice is one of these charges. But the charges have not went to court yet to prove that it's even happened, right? These are just charges. Okay. So we detained him because we don't want him to be a flight risk and all that. Has no history of fleeing. Has no history of it. When he went to court the first time, he went to court. All the court dates before the feds pulled up on him, he went to court. When the feds pull up, oh no, he's a flight risk, he's a danger to the community. These the 6 women. The community did not go to the police and say it's a predator out here snatching our kids up and raping them. These are women that they had to go fetch after the docuseries. These women didn't come forward on their own. Did you not hear her say after the docuseries was over, the very next morning, anyone who has come forward on this crime, call the 1-800 number? If he was a predator, like they said, you would have victims already. You would have them already. What? And so for those who think he made a habit of being with underage girls, R. Kelly was coming out of a courthouse on his last trial. A girl was 16 waiting every day. Had a fake ID to get in. Had a fake ID to get in the courthouse. She was at the trial scene, the porn tape, everything in this early decade case. For that person who's in the chat saying this is to you, because I want you to think about some things. You can't be a surface level thinker over here. If you're a surface level thinker over here, you may want to leave. You cannot be a surface level thinker over here. This is why I'm bringing you things. I'm bringing you law. I'm not bringing you what you believe. I'm bringing you law. This is what the law did. If the law has to break the law to arrest people, they're innocent. This is exactly the same scenario as what Judge Joe Brown was saying on Kwame Brown. Y'all not paying attention. Y'all got your feelings involved in it. We talking strictly law. So a young girl goes to this court hearing every day. She's a fan of R. Kelly. She goes to this court hearing. She has a fake ID to get into the court because you had to have ID to get into the court. She sees the porn tape. She sees the trial. She knows what to do. She knows how the whole proceeding happened because she was skipping school every day going to his court hearing. She had a fake ID. Yeah, the one that was in the documentary. All this is alleged. Allegedly true. All this is alleged. Opinionated news. Or opinion news, or rather. Somebody got opinionated. Let me go ahead and say my disclaimer because people be like, ah! You know what I'm saying? This is alleged truth. That's what we're going to call it. Allegedly true. So she had this fake ID. She gets in the courthouse. She sees his trial. She's a fan. She sees him every day. He's like, yeah, you're the one who supported me every day. He sees her come in, come out. She's right there and everything. They exchange numbers or whatever. I don't know. That's either here or there. Anywho, she had a fake ID to get in the courthouse. Now, you want to talk some law? Do you guys want to talk some law to me? Do you still want to talk law? Okay. Let me talk some law to you then. She has her ID. She gets in the courthouse. Show the ID to the guard at the security when you go inside the courts. See the porn tape that they said he peed on the young lady. See the tape. She's seeing child pornography. She's underage with a fake ID. Got in the courthouse, seeing child pornography. Did you hear what I said? She had a fake ID. She got in the courthouse. She's seeing child pornography. This is now the accuser of today. Skip school every day. She told you on the docuseries, I called home. Mom, guess where I'm at? I'm at R. Kelly house. Mama don't say, what the hell you doing over there? You know this boy was just on trial for a young girl. Get your motherfucking ass. That ain't what Mama said. That ain't what Mama said. No, that's not what Mama said. And with the fake ID, if the courthouse couldn't spot it being a fake ID, how the hell we expect for R. Kelly to know it's a fake ID? That's where they uphold the law. Come on, people. Do you hear what I'm saying? I'm spitting fire. Where the fire flames at? Where the fire flames at? Where is the goddamn fire flames? If the court didn't spot the fake ID at the courthouse where they uphold the law, where they try people for breaking the law, then how the hell are we supposed to hold him hostage or hold him in jail or say he a predator for messing with her when she said she was 18? She got in the trial. She's at the courthouse every day. How was he supposed to know she wasn't 18? Think, people. See, when a rumor is on you, when somebody put a rumor on you, like him being a pedophile and all this and that, it stays on you. It never goes away because you're a celebrity. Just like they said, Oprah and Gayle was gay. We don't know that for sure, but allegedly it stays on them. To this day, people say that. They still debunking that. Any rumor that's spewed on you, it never goes away because you're going to have always people like you to believe it. You're going to always believe it. But you didn't know it. I'm going to need y'all to come on back here now. Don't run. Bring your asses on back here. Because you think Spitting Fire don't know what the hell she's talking about. You think I don't know what you're talking about? All goddamn 200 of y'all. Bring y'all goddamn asses back here. Because I ain't finished with you yet. Tough, come on in here. Bring your people too. Because I got to spit this fire on y'all. Okay? Because I ain't telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. Allegedly. We got to say this shit to protect our damn selves. So after we sit up here being nosy bloggers that we are, and them in this social media era, right? People can't stop running their mouth on social media. They say shit. Thank you, Parnell Banks. They say shit. Okay? They say shit. Oh, but y'all going back telling everything now, huh? You going back telling everything? Is that what y'all doing? Y'all going back telling? Oh, tough love. I love you. And I subscribe to your channel because I do like your channel, bro. I like the way you set up there and spirit. I love these dialogues. These are what Black people need. Straight up, though, for real. This is what Black people need. They need this entertainment. They need this dialogue because this is what we need as Black people. So salute to you for tagging me so we can have this discussion. But I want you to understand something. I don't want nobody coming after you because everybody's sitting up there asking this question, what if it was my daughter? But your daughter is not in the cell. What if it was your son? See, people don't understand something. Rape is a traumatized thing and it shouldn't be played with. And being a rape for profit is never okay when there's real victims out here. She got family, counseling, and everybody protecting her. But if he's falsely accused, he's detained. His freedom is stripped. He has to fight for his life every single day. He has no life or liberty. It's over. You cannot give up on your men on accusations without proof. You can't let the media tell you what this man did without proof. You need to hear sides of the story. So that way, if they do send him up the river, everything is unfold. You don't just say it because it's rumors. You don't just say it because the media ain't never shown us in a good light, bruh. Never. It ain't just we mad when the police, when a white man in uniform kill us. It starts with the police. It starts with the prosecutor and with the judicial system and the prison. It's the whole fucking legal system, not just the police. So when y'all sitting up here thinking, oh, he raped them girls, send them up the river. But as soon as a goddamn cop beat them down in the damn street, y'all the first ones out there protesting. But let me tell you something. You sit your asses on that jury, and you're a juror. And I said this many times in my commentary and in my videos that I make, right? And you saying, yeah, because the media saying he did it. You saying, yeah, hang his ass. If it was my daughter, he'll go to jail. If it was my daughter, you know how you men are. They don't want him out of jail. I want that nigga to go to jail. He ain't had his day in court. He ain't had his voice heard. Nobody's heard his side of the story. There's always three stories to the facts. There's always his, hers, and the truth. But we ain't heard them because the Me Too done silenced and muted him. The media won't even spew no light on him. So how we know the man we giving up is actually what you say? Because the media told you to? Since when did the media care about what we look like? We got to care what we look like. So it needs to be for sure that the man we give them is actually the predator that they say he is. Because if they not, and if there's any inconsistencies in their story, if there's any shadow of a doubt, we need to be upset. You men need to be marching on in New York. You need to be upset. And that's the problem I don't like. It's when you men don't even know when to be upset. You only know when to be upset when it's the damn people in the uniform that is white. No, you need to be upset with the person behind the bench that is not sitting up there giving the time that needed. Example, Kwame Kilpatrick, the mayor of Detroit, where I am, was sentenced 27 years in a federal prison for stealing money and some white collar shit. 27 years. Nobody died. It was a whole lot of mayors before that that took a whole lot of shit from every city. 27 years, but Michael Avenatti, the man that helped set up R. Kelly, because he got a post up there on Twitter saying it was easy setting up the Golden Goose. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Oh, but y'all thought we was just some naive fans when we was out there protesting. We screaming help because we are under attack. Did you not see my intro in my videos? Men are under attack. I've been saying it in 2019, 2020, 2021. I don't understand why you're not outraged. You don't just need to be outraged when you see George Floyd on the ground or Ahmaud Arbery being shot by somebody white. Sometimes we need to be outraged when it's our own. The black man has a lot. He has white men against him, his own women against him, his fellow brother against him. What the hell? I'm only a woman. And I see this. And if you won't help me help you, then what the hell am I even on here for? Do you think that at my half a century years almost age that I'm just out here? Do I sound like I'm too old to be brainwashed? They say they were brainwashed. I'm not brainwashed. I'm not a groupie. I'm too old for that. I'm an empty nester. I'm good. I got a college education. I'm good. didn't make the right choices in life. I'm fully flawed, full of sin, got a mouth like a trucker and a sailor. But I have a head I have brains in my head. Some may not think so, but I do. And I never sit up there and steer people wrong. Not even the ones that hate me. They'll tell you over here on Team Girls. I've always gave good advice. I wouldn't waste my time giving nobody nothing wrong. I wouldn't waste my time telling you nothing wrong. I wouldn't waste my time telling you theories. This is what is factual, alleged factual that I have told you. And everything that we do over here, the government is watching us. Tapping in our phones and setting up people and paying people and putting people with it who got criminal records on here to spy on us. So because whatever I spew, they go back and correct what they should do to make sure he get convicted. This is how your government works. Because if your man, if he was guilty like they say he would not have had to wait 2 years to be sentenced. If he was guilty like they say he was, it would be way more than 6 people. Did you see how R. Kelly looked back in the day? Come on now. Come on now. Did you see at the concert with women rubbing on his groin and all that kind of stuff? Is y'all paying attention? But y'all sit up there and let these people tell y'all this man is a damn predator. So let's get to the sex tape. As I sat up there and struck down one of the victims for y'all that y'all believed on that Surviving R. Kelly documentary, actually I struck down 2. The third one was testified in the last trial and was kicked out for perjury. She stole from R. Kelly and everything else. Sure did. They ain't tell y'all that shit, did he? They didn't tell y'all that all the witnesses damn near got criminal records. All of them got immunity. You cracking down on sex trafficking, why the hell would you give everybody immunity? If you got an enterprise and you're saying it's an enterprise, then why the fuck everybody getting immunity? You got a girl on there that said, yeah, I slept with an underage girl, but I didn't know she was underage. Well, how the hell did he know he was underage? If y'all was in the threesome, how the fuck was he supposed to know? If you didn't know and you a woman, then how the hell was he supposed to know? But this is the same girl that sat up there and testified in the first trial, and she got kicked out for perjury. Then they wait after 10 years because you know it's a statute of limitations on perjury is 10 years. Yeah, did y'all know that? Nope. Spitting fire on you. So when y'all sit up there and say he a pedophile, sit your ass down because Big Mama speaking to you. Spitting fire. Let's go. Class is in damn session. All right. So now we sitting up here talking about this tape. Everybody talking about some, oh, she was a victim. She this, she that, she's young, she this. Well, it was extorted. It was all these knockoff tapes all over the place. You know, you hear people talking about it from what they played in the media. They thought he urinated on a girl. When I'm thinking to my goddamn self, well, from what people told me that they seen, they said that girl was working the hell out of R. Kelly in that damn video, that sex tape. She was 14, huh? Working it like that. I doubt if R. Kelly was her first. But we want to act like every 14-year-old's a virgin. Really? But let her go out and commit a crime. They're going to charge her as an adult. The same way y'all say she ain't an adult to consent in that video that she was riding him on, blowing him off on. Y'all say he peed on the little girl. Well, have y'all ever thought about this? See, the glass, you can look at the glass half empty and half full. Have you ever thought about this? Have you ever said to yourself, because we like our hair women, don't we like our hair black women? I don't care how old we are. We could be 10, we could be 12, 14, 16, 18. You know, a black woman, you can't mess with a black woman hair. You cannot mess with a black woman's hair. You know damn well you can't mess with. I don't give a damn. I was young when I was active. I told you I was with an older man. That mother, first of all, you pee on me. We all from the inner city. Ain't too many of us, we got a freak level, but ain't too many of us down with golden showers. But when it's R. Kelly and his stature, a woman to do whatever. Some of them just try to please him. So they say he peed on him. Let's talk about the pen. Because I'm sick of those jokes and I'm sick of the goddamn pen stuff. So let me knock this shit down for you. Have you ever thought about us as Black women in our culture? Have you ever thought about what somebody pee on us? Women, what would you do if a man peed on you and messed up your hair and got you smelling like pee? You know goddamn well if y'all was sitting up there doing a sex tape and that motherfucker peed on you, you know they'll see two naked motherfuckers fighting on that tape. You know that. I wouldn't give a damn how old she is. They will be fighting on that damn tape. And not to mention, nobody said, well, damn. He peed on her, and I was like, everybody's looking at him as peeing on her, but not looking at her as accepting being peed on. Like, girl, why you let that nigga pee on you like that? Nobody said that shit. It's just him. It's just one-sided. See, it's always you get it and receive it. If you peeing on me and I receive it and don't say nothing, hey. But we like our hair. You fuck up my hair, we fight. Motherfucker, you peed on me. My hair smell like bop. You know damn well we fighting on camera. That's the reality of the hood. And everyone across in every urban area. Chicago, Detroit, New York, whatever. All this goddamn weed and shit we've been buying and all that. What? Y'all so damn stupid. Y'all so damn stupid sometimes. Got the nerve to come in here and tell me I'm stupid. Got the nerve to tell me I'm goddamn stupid. Now you looking stupid, ain't you? Making too much sense. I know. It happens sometimes. But listen. So then we sit up here and we talk about not looking at the glass half empty, half full, you know, because the involving in the sex act, I'm having sex with you, you having sex back with me. She's so goddamn talented at what she's doing. You sure she 18? Oh, but y'all didn't know that the juror said in his first trial, they want you to believe that he obstructed and everything thrown out. But the juror came back with a not guilty verdict, and it's out there on YouTube. Do research. Don't go by rumors in the media. Not saying he ain't like young girls. I'm just saying we don't know if they was underage. See, we so hypocrites. We think he 50, he shouldn't be liking them 18. Let's talk about that. So I got people say, well, he still should be taking them 18-year-olds and all this and that, or they close to 18 and 19. That's just too young. But yet, there's a commercial that come on every night. 1-800-WE-ARE-18. Call me now. 18 plus. You see how hypocrite y'all is? Fire Flames, let them have it. Let them have the Fire Flames. They don't hear me. Let's teach them, Team Kels, because they just don't understand us. But they gonna hear us today, you see. See, it's about the law and about common sense, not about what we believe. Because if we sit up there and go by what we believe, then Jesus wouldn't have had marched on Calvary to his own crucifixion. And we was wrong about that. So we should never go by what we believe, because we have known to be wrong. We have killed and executed wrong people all the time. Hell, like you said, Tough, there are men in jail who shouldn't be there. Why is it so hard for them just to walk out of there? Anyway, so then there is something called an annulment. So everybody want to bring up, but he married Aaliyah at 15. Ooh, classes in session today. God damn, classes in session today. Ooh, wait. This is the stuff that the government didn't tell y'all. Damn. I should have said all this on Kwame. I should have said, Kwame, move your butt over and let me teach all 20,000 of your watchers. Big mama here. All they do is get mad at me and call me fat bitches. Did you not think that I didn't know I was fat? I knew I was fat first, people. I have to wash this big ass, take it to the doctor, walk around with it. I knew I was fat before you guys knew I was fat, people. Believe me, I see me. It doesn't hurt my feelings. So shut up and let me teach you. All right. So now, annulment. Annulment is a legal procedure within a secular and religious legal system to declare a marriage null and void. Unlike divorce, is usually retroactive, meaning that the annulled marriage is considered to be invalid from the beginning, almost as if it never taken place. Null and void. Oh, but he married her. Yeah, but that was around the time where the album came out, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number. Did that make it look like they probably did that for a publicity stunt? I think they did that for some sales. R. Kelly, you wrong for that. But he ain't the first one to do publicity stunts for sales. No, he's not. No. I know one rapper faked a seizure to increase his record sales. I'm just saying. Don't get mad at me for me telling you the truth. Oh, don't get mad at me. You still believe? Oh, wow. The media got y'all brainwashed, it seems like. Okay, so let's move along. Right? So what we going to talk about? So the young girls, supposed to be all these young girls. It ain't number one, y'all. 30-year career, only 6. Only 6. So then we're going to sit up there and talk about, we did Aaliyah with the annulment. We did the other girls. Let's talk about the one who said he forced her to suck him when she was sitting up there interviewing with, she was the braider. Yeah. She braided his hair multiple times in his video. And some of these accusers you can see in this video, the ones that they was held hostage, in the room in the dark, had to ask to eat. Goddamn well, no damn black woman go sit up there and ask to eat with our. Don't y'all feel stupid? I felt stupid when I first seen that documentary. I had to go back and watch that again. I was like, this don't sound right. And then the woman act like she was rescuing her daughter. Then her daughter told her to go downstairs and wait. What damn hostage tell you to goddamn wait? Anyway. So the girl sat up there and said, he forced me to suck. He said, suck it, bitch, or something. And she goes in the bathroom, paraphrasing, allegedly. And he said, somebody knocked on the door and interrupt while he forced her on him. And I was crying. He was like, fix your face. Fix your goddamn face. Y'all remember that interview she did with Jerika Duncan? They had y'all fool with that too. She was leading that girl, and y'all ain't paid none attention. All y'all Me Too times up, bros, and kept on. I believe her. She sounds so detailed. I believe her. She knew exactly what the color of the tiles was. Really? When you plan something, you would. I couldn't remember what I had for damn breakfast the other day, let alone. Anyway, so she sits up here, right? She sits up here, and she has, did some things with R. Kelly. And he said, fix your face when there's a knock on the door. She goes in there and fix her face. She crying. She doesn't run out and say, help. She doesn't scream. She goes through all this. She at the hotel, go through the lobby, go through everybody. Every motherfucking body. Take the stain on the shirt. Now, if y'all ain't old enough to know the Monica Lewinsky story, that's around the time she said this shit happened. Took her own shirt to the police and said, look, here, he raped me. His semen right there. Who the fuck do their own forensics? But, not to mention, she was on stage talking about how she loved to suck. Oh, y'all didn't know about that? Yeah, SPITTINFIRE, spitting it all. The trial coming up next month. I think I may as well go ahead and let all that out. Sure enough. Sure enough. You see, Tough, this is why we can't do what we doing. This is why we can't do what we doing. Oh, and let me throw a little bill in there with Andrea Constant. Oh, yes, I took the 3 pills, but I trusted him. That's your damn fault. Why would you take pills you don't know what you're taking? My mama taught me not to take shit I don't know what I'm taking. You don't know. And then she came back again for some more. Y'all didn't know that shit either, huh? Anyways, let me see who else I'm gonna knock down in this bullshit. All the motherfucking workers were disgruntled. He fired all their asses for stealing. All of them got immunity. Immunity. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the juror that was in the first trial said the girl that testified that said it was her did not look like the girl in the video. Now they want to tell you that now she's testifying, saying that he paid her $2 million. But the juror said the girl in the video had a little bit more form. That didn't look like the same girl. That's out there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm spitting that goddamn fire on y'all asses today. Y'all piss me the fuck off, Tough. Tough. Why you tag spitting fire, Tough? Now you know. I did subscribe to your channel, though. I like you. I like these debates. I like to school people who don't know anything about this case, and they thinking that we just sitting up here on here spewing. I would not sit up there, go on different platforms saying free some damn body without doing my homework. That's not spitting fire. Know me first. Know me. Know me. Okay. So, then we have indictments. Indictments are jurors that hear one side of the story. The prosecutors. The defense is not there. And they only bring up witnesses or anybody to testify in front of the grand jury so they can convince the grand jury that we should bring charges. We should bring this person to trial to ask for these charges. And if the grand jury say, yeah, you got, okay, I say, I believe you got some charges. Normally it's one-sided. Normally they always will agree with the prosecutor because they don't have nowhere to rebut. Let me tell y'all something. Have y'all ever thought about when you serve on a jury? Have you ever thought about how the media tainting your mind? That's why it's called television programming, because they programming you. Have you ever thought that you sit your ass on a jury, and you listened and you already got in your mind that this man is guilty because the media been saying and everybody been saying and Me Too been saying and everybody been saying, and you're hearing it over and over and over again. It's all embedded in your head, so you automatically ready for guilty. You don't even want to go sit in front and hear the trial. You already got your mind made up as guilty. So you send this man up the goddamn river. Now he's doing life in prison for a crime, okay? That he may not have committed, right? Because we got a lot of them that done that, right? Look at Bill Cosby, right? So we set this man up for a crime. We sent him up the river because everybody told us he's guilty. So we sitting on the jury. We sitting up there. We're going to say guilty because, damn it, we heard on the news. It's been rumors for many years and all this. That they keep these rumors going to tame you. So when they do bring about a charge, you remember them rumors and the media. And then when you sit your ass on the jury, you going to say guilty, nigga. And they gonna use you to send his ass up the river. And away he goes. Another black man going to jail for rape. And we use their own to get them. And then as soon as you leave the jury box, you go and get in your nice ride. You go get in your go drive through your upscale neighborhood. Police pull you over. Pull a gun out, snatch you out of the car like they did the officer in the military. Pulled the gun out on them for a broken tail light, or you ran the stop sign. You get all this disrespect after sending your own up the river to only come back to society to get disrespected. Think, people. But you don't hear me. I'm just a fan. I don't even like R. Kelly music. I like his music, but I've never been to a concert. Never been to a concert. See, a lot of y'all can't change your mind because you already got your mind made up. That's shallow. You're never supposed to want your own in prison. You're supposed to be mad if he did it. You're supposed to be like, damn, that's fucked up he did that. And then if it's proven that he did do it, you're supposed to be happy. You're never supposed to be like, he did it, lock his ass up and go away the key. You're supposed, it's a dark stain if he did or he didn't. It's a dark stain on the Black culture. You got to have some cultural obligation. Somewhere, you gonna throw all your man away. You sit up there talking to me, it was my daughter, but you never thought if it was your son. Did you think if it was your son? Did you think about him? You got this damn Me Too times up. She telling you, believe women, believe women, believe women. Oh, I'm going to believe her because she a girl, because she a woman. I'm going to believe her. But let me tell you about the Time's Up movement that they didn't tell you. You know Lisa Borders? Yeah. She was the first CEO of Time's Up. Tina Chin was the second one. See, Lisa Borders had to step down because her son, after they done spewed all this around the world, was charged with a sexual mishap. She stepped down. The media wouldn't say nothing about her son's case. You can't even find that shit on Google. But they gave her $600,000. When it was the men charged with Time's Up, they wanted them to pay the women millions of dollars. They wanted to give, Les Moonves to give his severance to the Time's Up movement, 20 million. Why would the hell would you need the 20 million? If these women were supposed to be the ones who've been victimized, why your ass need the 20 million? Oh, but did they ever tell y'all that they asses got in trouble? They only spent $19,000 last year after collecting millions of dollars, and they gave themselves big bonuses and big pays. Black Lives Matter made $900 million and gave shit to nobody black. Me Too, Tarana Burke. It wasn't until Twommy Brown came out and talking about this, he's been talking for the past month. Then what does she do? She won't have mainstream media. She been gone 2 years. Talk ill of R. Kelly. Went on Trevor Noah. There's a lot of R. Kellys in the neighborhood. What? R. Kelly? What? Oh, I'm helping little black girls speak. You ain't go after no little black girls. You went after everybody that was goddamn famous and rich. Our kids ain't gonna have nothing to look up to. Yes, they supposed to look up to us for moral values, but when it comes to extracurricular stuff, who gonna inspire them? Moms and dads only can give them what they need and tools that they need to grow up and be their admirers. But at some point, somebody want to sing. They may want to be the next Deshaun Watson or whatever his name is, or they may want to be the next Bill Cosby, a comedian. They might want to be a next R. Kelly, a songwriter. But if you're putting them all in goddamn jail, then what the hell? If he ever dates somebody, she can come back and say 20, 30 years from now, he raped her. Because now he rich. A whole lot of bitches go say it was rape, even though it was consensual. So it wasn't until Kwame Brown came on and started going after Charlemagne and all this kind of stuff. Then she gets on a national TV show after being gone 2 years with her motherfucking ass. I don't like her. Oh, I'm going to start helping little black girls in the neighborhood. Oh, when goddamn Jessica Reed reached out to you, you ignored her. But let me tell you what she did, y'all. Bring your asses back here. Nah, don't lay down. Bring your asses on back here. Let Big Mama tell you something. Call me a bunch of fat bitches all you want to. I don't give a damn. I'm finna school you bitches today. Y'all gonna stop tagging me in bullshit today. You better know what the hell you talking about when you tag me. You better come right. She said that Joe Biden, a white man who was charged with sexual harassment by Tara Reid during his campaign, she said Biden can be held accountable and electable. So he can be held accountable and electable because see, that's the movement. That's the Democratic Party, which I'm a registered Democrat, and I'm not happy with them because of this shit right here. This is what she said. He can be held accountable and electable. She ain't said that about Bill Cosby. She ain't said that about R. Kelly. But she said that about the white man. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. I don't have a link. This is Facebook Live. This is Facebook Live. I'm sorry. I didn't put it on the stream. I'm under renovation, tough. But I definitely will. Somebody put my email address, spittingfire18@gmail.com, and we can set up a time to reiterate, tough. But I gotta still teach you, tough, because you tagged me, tough. I'm letting you know I'm tough too. That's what she said. See, we often do things for and out of emotion. And that is what's going to mess us up. Me Too and Time's Up has no place in our legal system. The Constitution and all of what's been amended is there for a reason. We need to make sure that every man, white, black, woman, whatever, have due process. Anytime they have to lie, make up, set up, and all these, and work with informants and all this shit to get somebody. Anytime you think you gonna tell me that this man's career that we seen it began, and now when it ended was a lie, you think you gonna just tell me that though, regardless of who came forward? You think you just gonna tell me that and I'm supposed to believe? You think that I'm that shallow? The government think that we that shallow. See, this is the same government that threw drugs in our neighborhoods. This is the same government. This is the same one. See, this is what it is. Do you hear me? So, what I'm telling you is the next time your men or your man gets in trouble, you want to hear all sides of the stories. You don't want nobody muted. We are already dealing with a systemic racist judicial system right now. We don't need nobody muted. They did a lot of damn talking. We need to hear what the hell he got to say, because when he was on Gayle King, that's not all he had to say. He's emotional. He has every right to be. Everybody sitting up there laughing at him on Gayle King. If your goddamn life was at stake, you like, goddamn, I'm trying to, what? I got people hostage. Y'all ain't listen to what he was saying. Then he got up and started screaming. Who was he talking to? He wasn't talking to Gayle. He was talking to the elites that he knew that was setting him up to try to kill him. Did you know that he can't read, can't write? So that means that the contract that he signed is null and void. You have to be competent to enter into a contract. If you're not competent, the contract null and void. So it's best to kill your ass, nigga, because you done did $1 billion worth of work over the last 30 years. Ain't no way in the hell we finna give you that. Ain't no way in the fuck they finna get that black man that. And we sitting up there looking, being blindsided and everything because of what the media doing. But you ain't paid attention to what Andrew Wyatt said about Bill Cosby. Similar situations. He said, I've never seen victims, the DA fly victims in, they signing autographs, the victims acting like rock stars. Never seen that. Jessica Reed ain't acting like no damn rock star. Oh, yeah, we got to talk about that. She ain't acting like no goddamn rock star. Not at all. But they acted like rock stars. Bill Cosby's accusers and R. Kelly's went all on the world shows. Yes, they did. Sure did. Rock stars. That's what they were doing. And he also said when he was in the courtroom, they were huddling up, and he heard them say, we got to make this story look negative. We got to make him look bad in the press. And that's what they've been doing to him and R. Kelly. See, what you got to understand was we always been divided. That's how they was able to conquer. You can't say R. Kelly and Bill Cosby is different. R. Kelly is Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby is R. Kelly. They are you, black man, and you are them. We together in this. Now, is there are black men rapists? Yes. But when you're guilty, they don't have to go to this extent to prove your guilt. Do you get me here? Because I'm not saying that all black men are innocent. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is when you have to get somebody, when you have to go at somebody, when somebody is guilty, you don't need all this muting and all. You don't need that. You don't need to buy the press. Oh, but did you know? This is another agenda for them to get rid of masculinity. See, the judge trying to tell y'all, and I've been saying the same thing, and he's about twice my age. Almost. Sorry, Judge. He's been telling y'all too. They're trying to get rid of masculinity. We put these heterosexual men away, but all this alternative living is passing. So let's talk about these girls one more time. Tough, I need you to pay attention. School in session still. You got about another 15 minutes. I don't want no stuff out you. I'm just joking. So, let me tell you. You have people praising little boys who transitioning to be little girls. The whole world is praising this. This is part of a political campaign now. Women come out to, I have an 8-year-old transgender daughter. What are you planning on doing about her rights? We got a basketball player whose son, and there's no hate to the LGBT, but I just want people to understand, we can coexist, but you're not going to deplete heterosexual and traditional people. You're just not going to do that. See, I see what y'all doing with this too. You have a transition little girl that was a boy, male, born male, and you have a basketball player's son who's a trans girl. I'm trying to say the right pronouns. I don't want to disrespect nobody. So this is after my time. So excuse me, I ain't trying to offend the alternative life or living or lifestyle or community. You got transition, little girls and little boys. They's all in your school, 8, 9 years old. They decide they don't want to be a boy, or they decide they don't want to be a girl. And your president signed the equality right, where you better make sure you pronoun them the way they want to be. Yeah, we'll see how that works in my house. But anyway, so this little boy, little girl who want to transition to the next sex can do that. But a girl who's 17 and 18, 3 months before she's 18, or before she finna graduate and go into adulthood, can't date an older man. Excuse me? He 9, he can change his sex, but she can't date R. Kelly? I want y'all to think about that. I want to end that there because I don't think y'all think about the things that y'all think about. And there's no disrespect to the LGBT community. I just want to make sure, why is it that they, 9 and 10, can change a whole sex, a whole persona, but this girl, 8, 17, and 90 days is going to be 18, can't date nobody 25 or older. And she finna be legal, if not legal. Why does y'all keep telling us women what the hell to do with our bodies, but you're letting alternatives do whatever they want to do with their bodies? You're telling us whether we should have abortions or not, how long we can have abortion or not, if we should have abortion or not, if abortion is wrong. You tell a woman what they can do to their bodies all the time. You tell us what to do. We can't even be a prostitute or a hoe if we want to. We can't even sell my pussy if I want to. You tell me it's illegal and it's on me, and I'm a grown woman, but this little boy can be a girl. Fire out.